Hello everyone, I am Anubhuti and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you three types of sentences and clause. So here we start. So in clause is everything in sentence. If we don't know clause, we can't learn any type of sentences. So first of all, there are clause, two types of clause, independent clause and dependent clause. Dependent clause. So what happens is, you from the name you can understand that independent clause is equals to main clause, and dependent clause is always dependent on main clause. What is main clause? Independent clause is equals to main clause. Dependent clause is equals to depend on main clause. Dependent clause is always dependent on main clause. Independent clause is independent, it is main clause. So these are two types of clause, and now here we go for sentences. Now sentences, there are three types of sentences: simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence. So first we are learning simple sentences. Simple sentences. In simple sentences, there are subject plus verb plus object. Subject is a main thing on which thing that sentence is created. Then verb is a action word. Verb is equals to action word. Verb is equals to action word. जहां कहीं भी जहां कहीं भी सेंटेंस में एक्शन हो रहा है वो हो जाएगा verb. Or an object is normal thing, non-living thing, or anything on which that action word is created. So our first example is Grace open door. One second, where is it here? Open door. Oh, open the door, sorry for that. Grain open the door. Now grain is subject here. Opening is a action word, so open is a verb. Open is a verb. Then door is object. As we all know, non-living things, object. Verb, subject plus verb plus object is equals to simple sentences. Now note down simple sentence. Simple sentence has sorry. Simple sentence always have only one independent clause. Simple sentence has only one independent clause, only one. Then shows complete meaning. Shows complete meaning, like Grace open, Grace ने खोला, ग्रे ने क्या खोला, कंप्लीट मीनिंग है ही नहीं कुछ. So इसलिए Grain opened the door. Simple sentence always shows us the complete meaning. So simple sentence always shows complete meaning. Then no dependent clause. No dependent clause. As we know here, dependent clause always depend on independent clause. Dependent clause always dependent on independent clause. But independent clause is independent. So no dependent clause. Now, here one example. First, I bought new home or house. New house. So I is a subject, bought is a verb, and a house is a object. कंप्लीट मीनिंग है. अगर ये सिर्फ इतना होता, आई बॉट, मैंने खरीदा. क्या खरीदा? चिप्स खरीदी, पेन खरीदा, क्या खरीदा? कंप्लीट मीनिंग है मैंने एक नया घर खरीदा. आई बॉट न्यू हाउस. द नेक्स्ट, compound sentences. Compound sentences. Compound sentences. Okay, so compound sentences has two or more independent they are like there is two or more. The minimum is two. इधर सिर्फ टू इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज होने चाहिए. टू से ज्यादा भी हो सकता है, क्योंकि खाली एक हुआ, खाली वन हुआ तो वो सिंपल सेंटेंस हो जाएगा, उसका कोई कंपाउंड रहने का कोई मतलब ही नहीं निकलेगा. तो इसलिए टू और मोर इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज, देन they are joined by coordinating conjunctions. Joined by coordinating conjunctions. Now what are coordinating conjunctions? They are type of conjunctions. Example, it is a very easy kind of way you can say solution to learn it. Many people confuses in it, so it's a very good thing. So फैन बॉयज एक अच्छा तरीका है कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजक्शंस को याद करने का, जो कि है फैन बॉय. फैन बॉय, फैन बॉयज, सॉरी, फैन बॉयज. सो F stands for A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, and O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S stands for so. Fanboys. Coordinating conjunctions. Easy way to learn coordinating conjunctions are fanboys. And F stands for, F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S stands for so. It is very easy to learn. Please learn it. Now, yeah. So there are no dependent clause. Like simple sentence, there are no dependent clause. Okay, here we revise. In coordinating sentence, sorry, compound in compound sentences, first point, two or more independent clause. Second point, joined by coordinating conjunctions. There are no dependent clause. What are coordinating conjunctions? The easiest way to learn coordinating conjunctions are fanboys. F stands for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for white, and S stands for so. This is the thing. Example. I helped him. I helped him is the first sentence. It and he got happy. He got happy. Simple thing. This is also independent clause. This is this is also independent clause. There are two independent clause, but they are different. So we have to join it. We will join it using coordinating conjunctions. Here is coordinating conjunction. Which one should I use? I think I should use and. So here we add and here is a compound sentence. I helped him and he got happy. मैंने उसकी मदद करी और वो खुश हो गया. ये एक कंपाउंड सेंटेंस बन गया. कैसे? दो इंडिपेंडेंट, सॉरी 1 second. Yeah, two independent clause and one coordinating conjunction. Now if you want, you can also take the screenshot of it, or whenever you want to pause this video or just see anything, so you can just pause that video and note it down if you get important. Now second example is he is sick. उसे बुखार आ रहा है. Independent clause. It is not dependent on anything. It is independent clause. Then he is working. He is working. It is this. He is sick. It is also independent clause. He is working. It is also independent clause. They both are different sentences. I don't know how to join them. I think I should look at fanboys, because fanboys are coordinating conjunctions. Now which one I should put? उसे बुखार आ रहा है, वो काम कर रहा है, he is sick, he is working. So I think I should choose yet. So yet, just put yet here. It is a sentence now. He is sick yet he is working. उसे बुखार आ रहा है पर फिर भी वो अपना काम कर रहा है. It is a compound sentence. इधर दो इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज है और एक कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजक्शन है, उन्हें दो इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज को जोड़ने के लिए, जिससे वो कंपाउंड सेंटेंस बन जाए. अब ऐसा नहीं है कि फैन बॉयज में से कोई सा भी उठा के इधर रख दिया. उधर कुछ होना चाहिए. मतलब मैं इधर कुछ भी रख दूं, जैसे कि आई हेल्प्ड हिम येट ही इज गॉट हैप्पी. मैंने उसकी मदद करी फिर भी वो खुश हो गया. तो फिर भी इसका क्या करें? तो एंड इज the good, which is just supporting this sentence. Which coordinating conjunction supports that two independent sentences? Just put that one only. It is compound sentence. Now here we go for second one, complex sentence. Now don't get confused, we will just revise it in the end, whatever thing we have learned right now till now. That's all. So complex sentence. Complex sentence. Complex sentences. It's very easy. Don't get confused. It's complex. So first of all, important points. One independent clause, one independent and At least one dependent clause. First thing, very important, very important, independent clause. यहाँ पे कम से कम एक डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज होना चाहिए. एक डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज and at least one dependent clause. Then second one, joined by subordinating conjunctions. Don't use coordinating conjunctions, please use subordinating conjunctions. Joined by subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions. Example of subordinating conjunctions are subordinating conjunctions is equals to although, then since, when, unless. These are, you can say, example of subordinating conjunctions. Although, since, when, unless. You can also say that they are the most important one. So although, since, when, unless. Now, secondly, joined by relative pronouns. Joined relative the example of relative pronouns are that, who, whom. Example of relative pronouns are that, who, whom, that, who, whom, that, who, whom. Now, examples of complex sentences are one second. Examples. First, she is wearing a skirt. She is wearing a skirt. Okay. Looks awesome. She is wearing a skirt. Looks awesome. So first of all, sometimes we get questions like, let's identify which one is dependent clause, which one is independent clause. So in Hindi we can think like this: looks awesome, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. पर क्या अच्छा लग रहा है? क्या ये चार्जर अच्छा लग रहा है? क्या ये पेंसिल अच्छी लग रही है? क्या अच्छा लग रहा है? तो ये डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज हो जाएगा. हमें पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं मिल पा रही है, तो ये हो गया डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज. देन सेकेंड वन इज, शी इज वेयरिंग अ स्कर्ट. उसने एक स्कर्ट पहन रखी है. तो इसमें पूरा मालूम पड़ रहा है, अपन को सब पता पड़ रहा है कि यहाँ उसने, एक लड़की है, कोई सी भी लड़की है, उसने स्कर्ट पहन रखी है. It is independent clause. But now this one is independent clause. And this one is dependent clause. There should be a dependent clause because it is a complex sentence. But now there are two different sentences. One is independent clause, second one is dependent clause. We have to just join it. By which thing we can join? Complex, to make it complex sentence. Joined by subordinating conjunctions join it by relative pronouns. So which one should I put? Which one should I put? Which? Which is a relative pronoun here? She is wearing a skirt. Independent clause. Look awesome. Dependent clause. दोनों को join करना है. Complex sentence बनाना है. Which? She is wearing a skirt which looks awesome. She is wearing a skirt which looks awesome. So उसने एक स्कर्ट पहन रखी है जो कि बहुत सुंदर लग रही है, बहुत अच्छी लग रही है. तो इस तरह से कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस बन गया. नाउ वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट things that we have to note down. Point to note about complex sentences. First of all, points to note down about complex sentences or sentence, whatever you want to write, you can write. So, if a complex sentence begin with an independent clause, here no commas used. Example. First of all, I think I should write. So, if a complex uh-oh, 1 second. Yeah. If a complex sentence complex sentence begins with independent clause or main clause, yeah, if a complex sentence begin with main clause or independent clause, then there is no commas is used between clause. अगर अगर कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस है वो किसके साथ मतलब मेन क्लॉज के साथ और इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज के साथ शुरू हो रहा है तो वहां पर कोई कॉमास नहीं लगेंगे, कभी नहीं लगेंगे. अगर कोई कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस मेन क्लॉज और इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज के साथ शुरू हो रहा है तो वहां पर कॉमा नहीं लगेंगे. नाउ once again, wait me a minute, just give me 2 minutes. So here we go. Yes. Okay. Now, last thing we are going to learn is if, yeah, if a complex sentence begins with dependent clause, commas is used after dependent clause. Okay, so here we learn two types of clauses, independent clause and uh, dependent clause, simple sentences, compound sentences and its examples, and lastly complex sentences. So thanks for watching my video. If you like it, please like, if you please if you like it, please subscribe my channel, like my video, and share it with your friends and family. Thank you so much for watching my video.